Wolfhead. I haven't seen you around.
For all intents and purposes of continuity, you have seen me before, and I'm Beautiful Joe, and I'm going to kill you.
Henry Malek spat milk and cornflakes all over the breakfast table. He sprang to his feet, sending his chair out and spinning over behind him. His wife, Maureen, looked up, unsure whether or not Henry was having a heart attack. "What is that?" Henry pointed to his cereal. "In there! I saw it! It moved!" "Your breakfast moved?" "It moved! Like a cornflake up and started swimming for it." "You gotta stop drinking so late at night. You're getting up drunk." "I tell you it moved, Maureen." Henry was staring intensely at the cornflakes. "There! Come here, you don't believe me? Look for yourself." Maureen got up and hurried around the breakfast table, her slippers flapping on the linoleum. She stood beside Henry and followed his pointing finger into the milky depths of his breakfast. "Oh my God!" Maureen's mouth fell open. Before her, incredibly, a cornflake was swimming around among its soggy fellows. She turned to Henry. "I don't believe what I'm seeing." They both watched, dumbfounded. They squinted in disbelief as the cornflake swam to the edge of the milk and began to clamour at the sides of the bowl. "Henry!" gasped Maureen. "It's trying to get out!" The cornflake's frantic struggles sent small ripples through the milk. Henry and Maureen leaned in closer. "Oh, dear fucking Christ!" shouted Henry. "It's not a cornflake! It's a bug!" "A bug? A bug! A fucking cockroach!" "That's not possible. We got that roach seal stuff put in 3 months ago. And anyway, I never saw a bug look like a cornflake before." "It's a roach, Maureen. It must have been in the cereal box. Look it." Henry grabbed his spoon and fished the thrashing cornflake out of the bowl and onto the table. "You'll kill it, you doofus," said Maureen. "The world's only living breakfast cereal, and you have to go and kill it with your big spoon." Suddenly, without warning, the cornflake shot off across the table and disappeared among the condiments. "You see?" said Henry. "It's a cockroach!" "It's a cockroach!" Maureen confirmed, climbing onto a dining chair. "What are you standing around for? Kill it!" Henry ran to the other side of the breakfast table, determined to get to the roach before it escaped. When he got there, he hunkered down so his eyes were level with the edge of the table. His dressing gown hung open around him, and he distractedly hitched up his pyjama bottoms, which had begun to slip down over the wide contours of his behind. "I don't see it." "Maybe it flew away," said Maureen. "We'd have seen it," he said dismissively. He looked down at the edges of the table and the linoleum beneath his slippered feet. "Where are you, you little bastard? Come on, come to Papa." Then something on the table caught his eye. The toast moved. Was it under the toast? Maybe it was going to make off with a piece of toast, take it back to its nest for lunch. "Oh, no, you don't," said Henry, leaning over the toast. "No roach is getting any of my breakfast menu." "What are you talking about?" said Maureen from her perch on the chair. "It's trying to steal the—" Henry stopped mid-sentence, his mouth open as he realized the roach wasn't under the toast. It was on the toast. "Holy shit, Maureen," he whispered. "Look at this, will ya?" "What am I looking at now?" "The son of a bitch is camouflaged. He's camouflaged himself like toast." Don't be insane, Henry. Cockroaches can't camouflage themselves. That's chameleons. No way that cornflake was a baby chameleon. You don't get chameleons falling out of cornflake boxes. Well, how do you account for this then? Said Henry. He's standing on the toast, and he's all brown and buttery. A minute ago he was all yellow and milky. I probably got butter on him, Einstein. That's what happens when you roll around on toast. Henry shook his head. No, it ain't on him. He's on it. But he looks like it. Come and see. Tentatively, Maureen got down from the chair to see what Henry was pointing at. She leaned forwards till she had the same view as her husband. Then she whispered, Jesus, Henry, you're right. He is camouflaged. You see? Said Henry, delighted. I told you, didn't I? They both looked back at the cockroach. It stood still on the toast, antennae moving in slow, irregular circles in front of its head. The shell of its back was indeed exactly the same colour as the toast it stood upon, with a very definite buttery streak across the middle. He doesn't seem too interested in us, said Maureen. Do you suppose he's wondering about what we're doing? Like, if we've seen him or not? How do I know? Maybe he's just sitting there, eating toast and thinking, what the fuck are they looking at? Can't a bug eat breakfast in peace around here? Do you think so? I don't know, do I? What am I, a bug expert? Do I look like an exterminator? Maybe we should call the exterminator. What, for one bug? Maybe there's more. That's impossible. We got the roach seal, didn't we? The exterminator said we'd have no more problems with bugs. No, this guy must have come in with the cornflakes. But what if they found a way in around the roach seal? They couldn't have. The exterminator put that shit around the doors, the vents. What about the drains? Maybe they came up the drains. Nah, they did the drains. Well, then it must have got past the roach seal. Henry gritted his teeth. He didn't like to think that their expensive anti-roach precautions could so easily have been breached, but the evidence was staring back at him from atop the toast. Damn it, I knew that shit had to be too good to be true. Chemical repellent. What a crock. Wait till I get a hold of that exterminator company. They'll have to come out under guarantee, said Maureen. It won't cost us nothing. It better not, said Henry. He stepped to one side to see the cockroach from another angle. Then an idea occurred to him. Hey, maybe we should be contacting the museum or something. What? What are you talking about, museum? It's not dead. Museums only have dead things in them. You're thinking of a zoo. I mean the bug department. Entomology. Maybe this is a new species. I never heard of a camouflaging cockroach before, did you? No. So maybe we should phone the museum, or the university or something. But they kill it. Sure, maybe. I don't know. I imagine they'll put him in a lab or something and study him. What do you mean, them? I thought you said he was on his own. I mean, if this guy found a way in, he could have had a whole load of bug buddies with him, and, well, we just can't see him. Where? We can't see him. They're camouflaged. Maureen climbed back onto the chair. Jesus Christ, Henry, forget the eggheads. Call the exterminators. Henry and the cockroach continued to admire each other. Okay, I'll call the exterminator. Like you say, he's under guarantee. And if it is a new species, the exterminator will know. Yeah. Henry looked up at her with one eye still on the bug. But then think about it. He gets all the glory for finding it, and we get doodly shit, huh? You think about that? This bug could be money, Maureen. This could be our ticket to fame and fortune. He straightened, and with his hands projected the illustrious title, Cockroachius Malachius. You like that? They'd name it after us. How about that, huh? A cockroach with our name on it. That's a beautiful image, Henry, but I'm not convinced. And anyhow, even if the exterminator does say it's a new species, he can't claim it as his. It's in our apartment. Henry considered this. Yeah, you're right. It is in our apartment. And if it ain't a new species, wonderful. He can nuke the bastards and I can get back to standing on the floor like a normal person. Okay, said Henry. I'll call him from the office. You what? Shouted Maureen. And leave me up here on this chair, alone at the mercy of an army of invisible cockroaches? She shook her head. You call him right now. They won't be open yet. And anyway, come on, there's only one cockroach, you idiot. Get down off that chair and have some coffee. It'll calm you down. I can't get off this chair until you do something about that bug. Oh, for crying out loud. Henry took his empty coffee mug and swiftly brought it down onto the toast, capturing the cockroach beneath. There, he said. Happy now? Are you crazy? He'll eat through that toast in no time, and then he'll be out and run around all over the place again. Maureen, the toast is on a plate. Unless he's got a pickaxe in there with him, he ain't going nowhere. Now can I get ready for work?